mist! Look, John, leave!
Everyone was confused. Before they could react, the old man shouted urgently to close the door. The clueless people quickly complied, but one man refused to believe it. He pushed through the crowd and ran outside the store. By this time the mist was spreading toward the parking lot. Before the man could get in the car, the mist completely engulfed him. A few seconds later, a horrifying scream came from the mist, scaring everyone back. They hurried to lock the store door. People were talking. Some thought it was chemical pollution. Some thought it was a military experiment. Others even thought it was the end of the world. But without exception, fear had already settled in everyone's hearts. Suddenly the ground began to shake violently. Shelves collapsed. Lights fell from the ceiling. The scene instantly became a mess. Fortunately, the tremor didn't last long, but no one expected that even under these circumstances, a woman still wanted to go out because her 6-year-old child was home alone. The woman sought help from nearby people, but no one wanted to risk their life for a stranger. Helpless, the woman cursed under her breath and walked alone into the mist. However, the expected screams did not come. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief, but the relief didn't last long. While Jim was looking for a blanket for his son in the warehouse, the generator suddenly smoked and short-circuited. The lights went out. Then the rolling shutter door made strange noises. Jim forced down his fear and looked back. Outside, it seemed something was attacking the door. Realizing this, he ran as fast as he could. He ran into a store clerk who was going to check the generator, but when Jim mentioned the door, the others didn't take it seriously. They still wanted to check the generator. It turned out the short circuit was caused by a blocked exhaust. One young clerk even suggested opening the door to clear it. Seeing this, Jim hurriedly warned them, saying there must be danger outside. But the leading electrician called him a coward and ignored him. He instructed the boy to get ready to go outside. The door slowly started to open. Seeing nothing unusual beyond the thick fog, they began to mock Jim for being too nervous. But at that moment, Jim seemed to see something. The electrician instantly stopped smiling. Then, under the terrified gaze of the clerks, a tentacle suddenly wrapped around his ankle, dragging him outside violently. Jim reacted first to rescue him, while the others stood dumbfounded. More and more tentacles reached in. Jim was about to give up. Fortunately, an old clerk took out a fire axe in time, but just as he was about to strike, the monster suddenly forced movement, almost sending the teammate flying with one blow. The clerk ultimately paid the price for his recklessness. No time to grieve. Jim hurriedly closed the rolling shutter door. Under the pressure, the tentacles began to retreat. Jim seized the opportunity, wielded the axe fiercely. Finally, after cutting off a section of the monster's tentacle, the danger was resolved. Now it was the turn of the boastful electrician to panic. Seeing Jim's almost murderous glare, the electrician quickly apologized, but it was clear he was trying to shift responsibility. Jim lost his patience and threw a punch. The electrician, knowing he was wrong, didn't fight back. Seeing Jim lose control, the clerks, afraid of further casualties, pulled them apart. That settled the matter, but new problems arose. Jim told the town judge about the monster, hoping to use the judge's authority to warn everyone present. But to his surprise, the judge thought it was a joke. Even with other witnesses, he didn't believe it. Helpless, Jim took him to see the tentacle, but the judge resisted fiercely. The unknown fear had made him start to deny reality, and this drew everyone's attention. They learned from Jim that the monster existed. Seeing both sides argue, the manager decided to check the warehouse. Sure enough,